And first of all, I want you to have a look on the right click of an email. And as well as all their day-to-day activities, we can actually notice the red ones here, report, block, and ignore. Now, this is Donna's, so I'm not actually going to do anything with this, but I could say report it as junk, which would go into my junk senders. So where possible, manage spam yourself. This will flow into the next session as well, because it's all part of workflow management. But do ensure that all the users are managing their inboxes and their spam effectively and reporting junk where necessary. And you can also report phishing through that. Don't ring up the service desk with every spam, etc. It will all be managed through the background unless you have a lot of issues happening within the organization. But generally, just block it or report phishing and it will go through the correct channels. You can also block a sender. And I can choose never block a sender. I never want Donna's emails to go in. These options are especially useful with external emails. You should be building a list of contacts. You should be building a list of blocked senders. You should be building a list of trusted senders, because Microsoft are more and more heavily looking at that information and trying to ensure that people don't get clogged up with their email. I know a lot of people are using Teams and trying to move away from internal email anyway, but with all your external email, do try and ensure that you do follow these things through. We also have the ability with some of the emails to sweep them. So when you're looking at spam and junk, this sweep is a quick way of adding rules on a specific sender. Now, this is not necessarily going to delete as such. Sweeping keeps your email inbox really efficient. For example, it's not true in this case, but let's say that Donna sends out a weekly message. And I know I read it as she sends it out. So what I could do is, I do want to keep her messages, but I want to move them from the inbox folder, and I could set up a folder which was weekly updates and save that. So that's not going into deleted. That's the great thing about sweeping. It's not just necessarily deleting it for you, just saying, keep the latest one, because we need to check that you do that, and pop the rest in the weekly updates. So if you do need to catch up, if you're away or something, you can go back in and catch up on them later. Think about if you have things like Amazon orders. It can fill up your inbox. Amazon's just dispatched your order. Amazon's delivered your order. Would you like this from Amazon? So again, you may want to keep those emails, but you may want it to just sweep things up for you without you having the pain of going through it all yourself. So again, with this one, I might choose this. I only want to keep things that are 10 days old. And I might have, I know this is not Amazon, but I might put my Amazon emails in a separate folder and just keep the latest ones. So do think about your spam, ensure all your users are educated, manage everything as it comes in, junk it, trust senders, etc. So that when we go to our mail, it will show any sweep settings that you have in here, and you can review all of that. You can turn it on and off. You can manage your junk mail effectively in here. And one security option is that you can trust email from your contacts. So that means you save people into your contacts folder, and therefore it will automatically trust them. So that's a really useful way of doing it. But you can also add safe senders in there. So a particular external person, maybe you're on a newsletter for something and you do want to keep them. You don't want Outlook to see it as junk. So that's a safe sender. And you can do the opposite. You can block senders as well.